Hey everyone, you're listening to Party Time, My Golf Story with Kevin Walsh, and whatever special guest he has today, you can check me out on episode 9 of the podcast. Today I'm wearing Grayson clothes while I'm out practicing because I believe in look good, play good, and follow me on Instagram, Sophia Warren Golf, and hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
It's Party Time, My Golf Story, brought to you by Party Drinks. Classically designed golf drinks for golfers by golfers. And the golf real estate pros Gene Walsh and Vince Vizzacaro. For your Southwest Florida real estate needs, check them out at suncoastdreams.com. Now here's your host, Kevin Walsh.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the program. We have an interesting one. We're going super hyper local, which is really the roots and the origin of Party Time, My Golf Story. When we started 2 years ago, we were going to tell local stories. And if they had a broader appeal, that would be great. And we have one that's really grassroots with one of my neighbors who's kind of a big deal at Lakewood National Golf Club, where this podcast originates from. And we're going to tell you about Street Rumble. All right. Some have called it Street Wars, but essentially what it is, it's neighborhood competition at Lakewood National Golf Club, which I think could be a model for wherever it is that you live anywhere across the country. So instead of the old tired Ryder Cup formats, we're going to do this and everything, we have different streets at Lakewood National, and we're forming teams, and it's going to come together in some big schmoz through the month of August through October. And it's going to be a winner take all at the Tiki Bar or whatever. But whatever it is, it's neighborhood pride, it's ball busting, it's all that stuff. It's good camaraderie. And the organizer of that, the brainchild of that, Dr. Howard Van Nostrand, is our guest here. And he's going to walk us through it. And the big, this big thing that he's created. I mean, it's the buzz around my neighborhood. It could be the buzz around your neighborhood. Good stuff. And Howard, by the way, chiropractor, he's a hoot. I've caddied for him. I've played golf with him. He is a good time. If anybody can pull this off, he's probably the guy. Before we go any further, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, would you please do so? Because that matters to our sponsors. And that helps with the algorithms at YouTube and Spotify and all that stuff. Very important stuff. Party Drinks, the title sponsor of Party Time, My Golf Story. If you're looking for a drink alternative on the golf course and you're tired of hard seltzers and beer because they make you feel fat when you're playing golf, try a Party. And if you don't have Party at your golf course, then make sure you get in touch with the golf staff where you are, the beverage staff, and say, hey, we need this stuff. Party is exclusively distributed across the state of Florida by Paradise Craft Distributors. If you're looking for golf real estate, there's no better time to buy than right now. Your golf real estate pros, Vince Vizzacaro and Gene Walsh from suncoastdreams.com. I know they've got one really good property, and you could be my neighbor, and maybe you can join Rumble Wars right here on Mulligan Way, where I live. All right. Gene Events got you covered. suncoastdreams.com, a division of Fine Properties. And if all that golf has you tired and you need a chance to unwind, and Dr. Howard Van Nostrand is not your guy to fix it. If you need like a little less help than that, BioLit Spa, one of our neighbors here at Lakewood National, is Karen Reiki, is the owner of that in downtown Sarasota. So good times to be had by all coming up. All right, Dr. Howard, how have you been, man? It's been a while since I've talked to you. Man. How many times have we been together on the golf course?
Does that mean you caddying for me or you kicking my butt?
It's all the above. I mean, it's
okay. I'm going to say about 5 or 6.
Yeah, but it's been a while. Yeah. We're due to play. Is Street Rumbles going to be what brings us back together? Gets us back in the ring together instead of opponents, perhaps tag team partners like old WWE style?
Well, that's correct. The Street Rumbles is an idea that comes from the past. Being from Long Island, being of an Italian, Dutch neighborhood, an Italian, Irish neighborhood, when us kids were growing up, we wanted to see if we were better than the next street over. So, no one was out to kill each other. We were just out to beat the heck out of each other. So we used to go and have a rumble. And that's what we're doing here.
So what sports are we talking about? I mean, you're from the mean streets of Bethpage, New York, right by Bethpage National, which is hosted the right. Tell me you were not among the embarrassing crew doing what it did on TV to the European players, were you?
Well, I have to say I'm honored that you think that I was that young at that time. No, I'm a little aged. I graduated high school in 85. I had nothing to do with what went on over there. But I do have fond memories of Bethpage.
Well, let's get into that. What are the memories? You played a lot of golf there and just hosting Ryder Cups, US Opens. You had to reminisce, yes? Yes.
Growing up in Farmingdale, which is right next to Bethpage, when you were a young child, a young kid, and it snowed, because if it snowed on Long Island and they closed schools, you had to go somewhere to sleigh ride. So everybody made their way over to the golf course and would go down the hills, Bethpage 9, the big steep hill, the 18, the big steep hill down to the road. And that's where we did all our sleigh riding, right on the golf course. And they allowed it. The state allowed it.
Well, back then, it is state property. Let's not forget. I think I called it Bethpage National. It's not that. It's just Bethpage State Park. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. But back then, so you're a child of the 80s, as am I. It was people's lawns. They were playgrounds. There was like open space that we felt entitled to. Some people welcomed it. Others tolerated it. If you just needed a space to pick up baseball or go sledding or whatever, we just used whatever land was available. Yes?
Well, at that time, people had a much nicer mentality. It was not what can you do for me, is what can we do for you? People were out to help people, not just being controlling control freaks. Get off my property.
And there wasn't all this liability nonsense that we deal with. Like, hey, get off my lawn. I know you're sledding, and I was a child once, but you could hurt yourself, and that could lead to a lot. People, they just didn't think that way. We got to get our way back to how it was. So tell me this: like, how much golf are you playing right now, and what's the state of your game?
State of my game is horrible. I don't think the state of anybody's game is good. Because if my game was good, there wouldn't be a doctor in front of my name. There'd be 3 letters after my name that said PGA. So I'm always trying to better my game. But unfortunately, I've only reached so far, and I can never get past that number.
Wait, is it my fault? Is it all the bad reads that I gave you when I caddied for you that one time and the sight lines, bad swing? It's my fault, right? It's my fault.
No, Kevin, again, this is just what we were talking about the olden times. Nowadays, people are willing and loving to pass blame to somebody else. It was my fault. You gave me pure reads. It was my inability to follow the directions or to utilize the talents that were given to me at that time. You were perfect every time. It's my own fault that I suck.
You make me feel so good. Can I call you sometime when my self-esteem's a little bit low and you can pump me up? I mean, that means the world to me for you to say that.
Well, but everybody needs to be honest with each other. It's me. It wasn't you.
Yeah, that's true. But not everybody is honest with themselves and with me. One thing I hear a lot when I caddy is, Kevin, I'm listening. I'm really listening. I'm not ignoring you on stuff. And I'm like, listen, I know you're listening, but listening and execution are 2 different things. I've given you the information that you can work with. Whether you can do anything with it, that's really up to you. I do remember you playing barefoot. What's the backstory on that? You playing barefoot?
Okay, the barefoot story. Again, I played high school golf and Division II golf. So golf has always been a part of my life. And when I lived in Northern Virginia, I played on a professional PGA touring team. What that was a lot of the PGA guys that we have in all our country clubs, they love to play golf. They don't make much money. So there's little teams, groups of people that get together at a certain club. Let's say Mondays, the pros are off because they've worked all weekend. They're going to go to some private club. Everybody's going to throw in money, and then they're going to have a real golf tournament, a pro and 3 of their friends. That's what we did. So we were in Cancun or someplace in Mexico City or someplace down there, and I don't drink. And when you do these things, we had been doing these things internationally for years. You see the same pros, you see the same people, and they decided to get me shit knuckle drunk. So drunk that I did show up for my tea time, still drunk. I didn't have shoes. I forgot my shoes, and I was falling over drunk, putting my tea in the ground. Almost an embarrassment. But I played really good. And we made a joke of it. And from that time on, I played the next 17 years barefoot. And I played every country club imaginable. I played in the Tiger Woods AT&T at Avenel. I played Congressional. I played all the courses. But the difference was I could not come into the clubhouse barefoot. There is no rule in golf that says you have to wear shoes. It's a misnomer, and I've called many PGA pros out on it. And talking about PGA, a lot of the pros that you see love to play golf barefoot. How's that?
Well, I thought of you. Dr. Howard Van Nostrand is our guest here on Party Time, brought to you by Party Drinks, the golf real estate pros of Gene Walsh and Vince Visicaro from suncoastdreams.com, a division of fine properties in Greater Sarasota and based at Lakewood National Golf Club and Biolet Spa, owned by one of our neighbors, Karen Reiki, in downtown Sarasota. So I thought of you the other day because somebody that I was caddying for played barefoot briefly, and he was asked why he did it. And he said somebody told him, who was a barefoot aficionado or debonair, whatever you want to call it. He said, why do you play barefoot? And the guy said, you can't get angry when you play barefoot. Does that sing to you?
Yep. Yes, it does, Kevin. You, as a highly esteemed golf caddy, you see people swinging so hard. And there's many times you might have even used the phrase, hey, you swung so hard, you swung out of your shoes. When you're barefoot, you have to keep your rhythm. You have to keep the flow, and you'll find balance in a golf swing when grass is wet, when you're not worrying about slipping and falling. That's a golf swing.
I imagine it's kind of spiritual too, connecting with the grounds. It's something about a grounding effect because there's nothing in the way. And yes, you can't swing hard. You have to swing in balance, kind of old school, that when we learned to play with persimmon and the old wild ball, we couldn't really swing out of our shoes. We tried, but didn't have a good result. So what the hell are you trying to do? What are you trying to stir up in the neighborhood with street wars or street rumbles? And we got to get the name straight, because Dave France, past guest, also the high school coach at the very successful Lakewood Ranch High School, he's calling it street wars. Whatever it is, what are you trying to do? What's the ultimate purpose here?
All right. The ultimate purpose is, like many country clubs, they've become very, very cliquey. Well, I belong to this golf group that only plays golf at this time 2 or 3 days a week. I belong to this group. I belong to this group. A country club is a community in which we are supposed to share pretty much everything. What the street rumble is supposed to do is to get the clickiness of the people you just see in the clubhouse, but you really don't know too much about them, or you forgot about them, to start playing golf again together and go through what's going on with their kids and how their lives are going. If anybody needs prayer, how can I help you? What do you need? What's happening? This is where people help other people. And the street rumble is supposed to bring people together from each street and let them play and meet people again.
Well, the way I do it, I mean, this would be good for me. It's hard for me with my crazy caddy schedule because I caddy almost every day. But the way I usually do it, and this is probably how we met, is I just decide last minute, like the night before or the morning of, I just look at the cheat sheet and I see an open spot and I just parachute in there. And that's how I meet my neighbors. Have you ever done that before, or do you always show up with an organized group? How do you roll?
Well, believe it or not, I don't do too much playing here at Lakewood National. I play one day a week here, but I'm still playing a lot of the smaller PGA tours. So on the weekends, at least 2 weekends a month, I'm playing at some PGA tour someplace in the state of Florida. But the group I show up with, I always play on Mondays. I try not to show up blindly.
Yeah, I'm a Monday guy. I was going to play. Well, we're recording this on a Tuesday. I was going to play yesterday because there was an 8:30 tee time, and I was just about to pull the trigger. Me and the wife were figuring out if we were going to go to the beach, and then some stuff came up with real estate, and it just so I didn't get it done. But maybe later this afternoon. I'm also a late afternoon guy. Same premise. I just parachute in. I just whatever. Occasionally I'll call a neighbor and say, hey, you got time? And they're just like, can you give me more than 10 minutes notice? And I'm like, no, I can't, because that's how I roll. But that's the beauty of what we have here at Lakewood National with 2 golf courses. Everything's on campus. I mean, if there's a better golf spread than what we got, I don't know where it is. Take me back to the roots. Take me back to Long Island. When did golf enter the picture?
Well, I used to play baseball. I was a baseball player since I was 6 years old. And being from Long Island, my aunt and uncle lived right next door with my cousins that were older than me. So my my cousin that taught me golf was 4 years older than me. So when I was probably ninth grade, just as you're entering ninth grade, is that like 12 or 13? My father said one of the most interesting things to me, and he was not a sports person because we don't come from money. We come from land of work. He said, do you really want to play baseball all your life? Because you need you and 17 other players. He said, why don't you learn how to play golf? And I got an old set of clubs with persimmon woods, with balata balls, and I went out to the golf, and I tried out for my high school golf team. And the baseball hand-eye coordination helped. And I played, I made the team in ninth grade. Mm-hmm. And for the next 4 years, I played number 6 on my team at Farmingdale High School. And I loved it. It taught me so much.
Did you you're number 6, so I have to think you weren't like that good in a competitive sense, but you're a good player. Like when did you feel like you were turning the corner and you could start shooting in the 70s and maybe even lower?
Well, in high school, I was good. If you can take our coach Dave here, I was consistent. Where the numbers 1 and 2 were always trying to go back and forth for 1 and 2, 3, 4, and 5 always wanted to be 1 and 2. I knew I wasn't that good, but the consistency in what drove me was to be better than you, and that's what I did. And I actually have an award where in 4 years, I lost 1 golf tournament. I won every one. And that's why the coach kept me at 6, because when you're coming in and your team is there, everybody's waiting to see your score to see, are we going to win? Are we going to lose? I was consistent. And then when I went to college, the same thing. I never left number 6.
This is match play you're talking about, yes?
No, stroke play.
Stroke play.
High school,
okay.
high school golf is stroke play.
Yeah. Okay. So you continued a life of golf, and then you got into chiropractic medicine. I imagine there's a lot of crossover. A lot of your patients are golfers. Wow, imagine that.
Imagine people trying to swing out of their shoes and really wrenching their backs.
So are you still practicing, Howard?
Very rarely. I'm now what you call a concierge doctor. I go to patients' houses. I had an office out in Mayaca, which was down the road about 17 minutes. But that big hurricane 6 years ago, flooded all of Mayaca, and so did my building. So I lost my building, but I continued to work and see people at their house. So then I became a super concierge doctor. So now I would only go to their house. And now I only go to people's houses who get in auto accidents. I deal with attorneys all day long. I deal with the legal all day long. And I pick my schedule. The patient says, hey, can you be here at 3:00? Okay. I come to you. You don't have to go to them. I come right to your house. We do everything in your house. Perfect.
Dr. Howard Van Nostrand is our guest here on Party Time, My Golf Story, brought to you by Party Drinks. If you're looking for a drink alternative on the golf course, try Party. The Golf Real Estate Pros, based here at Lakewood National Golf Club. Gene Walsh and Vince Vizicaro, suncoastdreams.com, and BioLit Spa in downtown Sarasota. So I kind of anticipate there could be some horse trading going on with Street Rumble. Somebody from Worsham Street may try to swap with Cheech Glen and like all the different names we have here. What are you going to do to make sure that doesn't happen? And do you have some muscle in case there are fights that need to be broken up, or are we a little too polished for that in Street Rumbles?
Well, we are a little too polished for that. Yesterday at the Tiki Bar, we had a leaders meeting. We're not called coaches. We're just street leaders. At that thing, we set a standard of rules that we all agreed upon. And upon the agreement process, it's not majority. It's everybody. When everybody agrees upon these rules will be changed, because it's not going to be fun if things change and nobody has a real animosity towards it or how we want to feel towards it. So right now, you cannot be bought or sold.
Okay. Well, my phone's been blowing up because I'm on this massive text chain, and it's like, I'm in. Hey, I can't make it like for this 2 weeks. I'm away, but then I'm getting back in. I hope you got a lot of lieutenants to help you with this, because it seems like a big project, but it seems like it's got a lot of trap doors in it. But I'm sure it's going to work out, and people are going to have a good time. So just tell me about. Really okay, go ahead.
It really doesn't have many trap doors. It's simple. You live on a street. Each team could have 30 or 40 members, but the leader picks who's going to play. And as the leader, you can say, once one complete rumble is over, the leaders get together and say, okay, for the next rumble, each team's going to play different streets, and say, maybe we're going to play match play. Maybe we're going to play Stableford. Maybe we're going to play alternate shot. There's so many things this beautiful golf course has. It just needs somebody to organize it. And that's what Street Rumbles are going to do.
Beautiful. Sounds like a beautiful thing. Is there going to be swag, or like some neighborhoods or streets going to step it up a little bit and maybe have like uniforms? I mean, where are we going?
I'm just not saying what if anybody's going to show up with special colors, or that's just up to the leader and the group he wants to play with.
What would your guess be? I mean, is there a street that you think may have more ringers than somebody else in the hood?
The pro shop.
What does the pro shop have to do with it? No.
They got the ringers because everybody else in this place sucks.
Yeah. Oh, what? The pro shop's involved in it? So we're competing against the pro shop?
Oh, yeah. So this is going to go on until the beginning of November.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a month, once a month, 3 times a month. It all depends on the leaders and how many times we can turn this over with the streets. So what happens is at the end, the top 3 teams with the best win-loss record are going to play each other, and we're going to bid on the pros. Like our team's we're going to have a bidding war for the pros, and the next Rumble that's going to find out who actually wins the whole thing. We're going to play with the pro. And imagine if we had 6 guys in the pro playing aggregate for the title. Every shot counts.
I like this. I like including the staff in it because it makes them feel like they're not just serving us, that they're on the team. And that's how it should be. I mean, there's
something else, Kevin.
What?
When we bid on this, we're going to be bidding with money. Mm-hmm. I just thank the Lord that everybody in this place has a few extra nickels. Mm-hmm. And you pick your pro. And when we get that ball of money, we're giving it back to the pro shop to give to all the people that serve us during the year, because Christmas and Thanksgiving and Christmas is right there. So this is just going to be an extra bonus to them. We're here to help people.
Yeah, I like it.
We're not here to be people. What can you do for me? It's what can I do for you?
Yeah.
And we're going to use this to help people.
I like that. Well, we sort of have like the employee like holiday fund where we can pay, and a lot of clubs do that, and I love that, and I contribute to that. But also around Christmas, I walk around and kind of just slide everybody some Christmas cash because they help us. They make it a great place, and it makes a big difference to them. You know, if everybody gave them a little something, then they have a nice Christmas. Give me a Valentine. Your love for golf. What does golf mean to you? How does it enhance your life? What would your life be like without it?
Less stressful.
Less stressful with golf out of it? Golf goes.
Yeah.
No, shut up. Stop it. This is your therapy. It means a lot to you. All right. Get mushy on me, will you?
It does. It does. It's like I'm a board member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and golf is a way, or in my case, it helped me with a vision of how I wanted to run my life, go through life, because it's not easy. After every shot, your predicament changes. That's life. Do I use this club? Do I use that club? Do I go this direction? Do I go that direction? That's why I'm part of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We like to mentor. We use the coaches and just people to mentor young kids and listen to what they need, to hear their complaints, to hear them. And maybe we can set them in the right direction, or not have them make a stupid error by trying to hit a wood out of a bunker. That's life. That's golf to me.
Do you know how many people I talk? I hear this a lot on my loops. People say, "Do you think I can get a 6-iron out of that bunker, or just whatever club, or anybody going down with a wood into a bunker?" It's like, what are you doing, man? Not happening. And so I have the 80% rule. I'm like, it doesn't matter if I think you can get out. The only thing that matters is what you think. And if you're not 80% sure you can get out of there, keep clubbing down till you are. That goes for any shot, any high risk shot. All right. Winding things down here, because I know you got to get to your commissioner duties or leader duties, whatever you call it, with Street Rumble. And I know you got other stuff to do today. But tell me about the best. No, I'm going to sit on that. John Daly. You got some John Daly stories for me?
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I used to be John Daly's doctor. And I met John in Atlanta when he got thrown off the PGA Tour. Do you remember that? That's 92. I think it had a lot.
That could be multiple times.
You know, it had a lot to do with cigarettes, crazy parachute pants, and beers on the tee box. But
okay.
I don't know why they thought that was so bad, because I don't smoke nor drink. But so John was off the tour, and he had that shoulder problem. He had that really bad shoulder. And it actually wasn't his shoulder. It was his clavicle, because he swung so hard for the ball. I was introduced to him. We hung out. I fixed his shoulder a couple times. And 2 weeks later, he went back. He was back on the PGA Tour, and his first tour win was the Green Monster or the Blue Monster down in Miami. And I got a whole bunch of stuff from him, and I still have some of it too. I would love to get him again, and because he was going through cancer, he had a whole bunch of stuff, just to help the guy out. Hey, my 34 years of experience just in chiropractic and physical therapy and regenerative medicine now, stem cells and all that stuff. I can answer your question.
I think John would fit in perfectly here at Lakewood National. I mean, couldn't you see him ripping up the tiki bar like some of the rest of the jabronis we have here? I mean, fit right in. And then
I don't think he's doing that anymore. I don't think he's ripping anything apart at his age. I hope.
Well, he's such a beauty. Oh my gosh, what a breath of fresh air he is. All right, so final question here, Howard. Best round of golf you ever played? Tell me about it. Take me there.
I've played so many rounds of golf, Kevin. I can't remember a best round of golf. I've shot 2 and 3 under par. I've shot 32 over par. Each day is a different day. I can't let golf and what I did in the past make up and do my future. I leave the course on the course when I'm done, and then I go on to what needs to be done. So a good day of golf is the day I go out and I come home, I see my wife, I'm good.
It's always a good day on the golf course. I say that a lot. And where else would you rather be? And I know with caddying, people ask me a lot. A common question is like, you ever caddy for any real assholes? And the answer is no. There've been a couple, but thousands of loops. I've had 3 bad loops in my life. And those were people that had all sorts of pathologies, a golf course, no counseling, no doctor could have helped them. They just had their own problems. But I mean, where else would you rather be than the golf course? You have such a head start on your happiness. And I think if we remember in the end, it's just a game. It brings us some peace. It brings us some camaraderie. And I can't wait for Street Rumble to happen. And if you need somebody coming off the top rope to break up fights or to maybe start a fight, then give me a call, man. I'll come right over and just start mixing it up.
Well, it's growing. I got a text this morning, and it's from another one of our local guys. And it was from Howie Wingate. Howie Wingate has now become a leader, and he's getting ready.
Howard Wingert. He's my neighbor. He lives a couple houses down from me. Yeah. Howard's reliable. I mean,
no. That's the problem right there.
Yes.
I'm Howard. He's Howie.
Oh,
and when I'm not around, he's Howard and I'm Howie. We both hate the name Howie. So it's fun when we're together.
Okay.
We do have a fight. I'm Howard. You're Howie.
Okay. All right.
He's a very good guy. I like him. I like him, and awesome. I like his style of golf.
He plays just very plodding, simple golf and everything. And by the way, I give him a lot of golf balls because I find so many. I do that for all my neighbors around here. And if it's Fred Remington, he gives me beer, which is nice. That's fair trade, isn't it? Like free, like premium golf balls for beer. Everybody wins. Am I wrong?
Yeah. I drink Dr. Pepper. What the hell am I going to do with a beer?
No, you're not going to do anything with beer because you don't drink. But Dr. Pepper, that is a man soda. That is a man soda right there.
That's all. I'm on Brandon Run. And when this whole club started, I wouldn't, my neighbors didn't want to play me for money. I would only play for Dr. Pepper. And you had to go out and spend $6 or $5 for a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper. It was a pain in the ass because you had to pay me that day. But yeah, I only play for Dr. Pepper.
So somebody's got to run to Publix and get you a 6-pack of Dr. Pepper. That's how it works.
Yep.
Pay the doctor and Dr. Pepper. All right. Howard, always good to see you. Good luck with Street Rumbles, and hopefully we can play again soon. All right.
Well, hopefully, thank you very much for having me, Kevin. And hopefully we can get you out there. Before we end this, what's your handicap?
Well, right now it's 3.6. I like to tell people most of my life I've been scratch or better, but I'm not playing as much. My skills are eroding, and I did shoot even par for 9 holes the other day, so that's pretty good. That made me feel good. But I'll slip a 41 or a 42 in there, and then just I don't walk away happy. Like, maybe we could do a little psychology conversation over some Dr. Peppers, and you can get. I'm crossing that bridge in life and golf where I'm trying not to let things bother me, like golf. Why should golf ever bother me? I mean, why should I expect to play good golf when I don't play enough of it? And for me, it's all about score. I can't help it. It's the competitor that's always lived in me. You know what I mean?
That's competitive golf. Once you're addicted to competitive golf, everything you want is competitive golf.
Yeah.
And played competitively the right way. That means the ball is in the bottom of the cup. It's not a 3-foot gimme. It's not a 6-foot gimme. Oh, it's not a foot wedge to get a better shot. Competitive golf. If you ever get addicted to competitive golf, like myself, you're always going to want to play competitive golf.
Yeah, I can't like play a bad round of golf and walk away and say, boy, that was a great time. I'm like kicking myself the rest of the night. I don't let drag into the next day. But hey, looking forward to helping you in any way. All the neighbors that see this, because I know everybody watches on Mulligan Way and around Lakewood National Golf Club, get in contact with Dr. Howard Van Nostrand or Howard Wingert, one of my neighbors. There'll be texts going around and everything. And gin it up, folks. Start talking trash, whatever it takes. All you clowns on Brandon Run, we're coming for you on Mulligan Way. We're going to establish our authority here, and we'll have a good time and some laughs in the end. That's the goal. Yes, Howard?
Everybody be blessed. Have a great day, and stay off the course when it's lightning, because it's not looking good out there.
Yeah. Dr. Howard Van Nostrand has been our guest here on Part T Time. Big thanks to Part T Drinks, the golf real estate pros at suncoastdreams.com, Gene Walsh and Vince Vizzacaro, and BioLit Spa in downtown Sarasota. For Dr. Howard Van Nostrand, I'm Kevin Walsh. We'll see you again next time on Part T Time, my golf story.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.
You've been listening to It's Party Time, My Golf Story, brought to you by Party Drinks. Classically designed golf drinks for golfers by golfers, and the golf real estate pros Gene Walsh and Vince Vizzacaro. For your Southwest Florida real estate needs, check them out at suncoastdreams.com or call 941-220-4000.